I'll be curious to see tonight. The Broncos kind of had a little bit of a slump there in December, but the last game they were able to have an overtime win against Emory, and I think they have a lot of momentum that they can pull off of that ball game coming in the region here today. And like you said, I mean, it's region basketball now. Like, these are really important games. They're big games. They're going to have a lot of meaning here in a couple months. So
Bernardino called on his first personal foul. It's going to be Bronco ball. Yeah, that was a great win in overtime over the Emory Spartans to close the 2024 portion of the season, and hopefully that momentum will give the Broncos some good momentum here in region play. Another miss. Haven't had a point scored yet.
A lot of looks under the basket by both teams too, but just nobody able to get anything to drop so far.
There you go, a three-point shot there by number 3, Trevor Mangum. Gives the Wolves the first lead of the game, minute and a half into the first quarter.
Yeah, San Juan just looks a little unsettled here early, just a little sporadic. I don't know. I mean, they just need to take a little bit more time offensively, I feel like, just get a nice, easy shot and get themselves in sort of a rhythm here.
Deep rebound there was picked up by North Sevier, and it looks like that's going to be called foul on Jagger Neves.
I think they got North Sevier.
Oh, pushing off.
Number 3 was at. So, yeah.
Trevor Mangum, he has the 3, and he has a personal foul now. 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. 3-0 is our score. The Wolves lead the Broncos early in this game. San Juan brings the ball up court. Jake Ivins crosses midcourt. Gets it over to Knight. He drives. Kicks out to Duke. Here comes Trip Palmer down the lane. Oh, can't get it to drop. Really nice, strong rebound there by Jagger Neves. Boy, there is a lid on the basket for the Broncos early in this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good shot selection there for Tripp. I mean, that's where you want him shooting the ball. That's where he's had a lot of success this year, and so got to figure out a way to get those to drop.
Brody Bullock pulls up for 3, and all of a sudden it's 6-0. Jagger Neves is trying to drop it down into Trip Palmer, and his defender is called for a reach. Frischneck, it's his first. All of a sudden there's 3 team fouls on the Wolves.
Maybe that might be something to help the Broncos here. I mean, 2 more fouls, they're already going to be in the bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to find a way to score some points here early on.
Yeah, contested shots aren't dropping. Maybe free throws would.
Do something. Just see if they can see that ball get into the basket. So
Ivins got it to Jaden Knight, but he was blocked going up. It goes out of bounds. Still Bronco ball. 5:16 remaining in the first quarter. San Juan yet to score.
The refs are discussing something here. I'm not sure.
Our officiating crew tonight, Trent Herring, Charlie Taylor, and Lane Nilsson. And they're conferring in their stripes at the top of the key. Jake Ivins is going to inbound the ball underneath the Bronco basket. Gets it out to Knight. He gets it back to Ivins, and it goes out of bounds against San Juan.
Yeah.
Jake pleads his case, but didn't have any luck.
Never really has too much luck with that. Broncos, honestly, what they could get going on here is have a good defensive stop and see if they can get something quick in transition offensively, see if they can get like an easy layup or an easy bucket to get themselves on the board here.
Brody Bullock out to Bernardino. Back to Bullock. Nice to drop it in. Really nice work there by Jaden Knight.
Oh, man.
A flurry there, and they couldn't get it to drop. There's going to be a foul called on Ivins, I think.
Well, they're going to get North Sevier again. That'll be 14 fouls.
They have 4 of their starters have a pass, and I think he drug his foot just a little bit too much. Another turnover for the Broncos, 0-6. North Sevier Wolves lead San Juan, 3:52 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, and when San Juan's had a lot of success offensively, a lot of that does run through Trip Palmer. He's kind of their best offensive weapon, so I'd like to see him get a little bit of confidence here early on, be a little more decisive, shooting the basket, getting rid of the ball.
Someone needs to make a basket, and everybody takes a collective breath, and off we go.
I know. I think they're just waiting right now just to see who can get them on the board. So
Bullock was trying to drive, and great defense by Jagger Neves, and forced a walk against North Sevier to get San Juan the ball. That possession ends with a San Juan foul.
Yeah, and I think they got Cole Duke for the foul on there. He kind of threw one up and missed it, and I think just kind of going after that rebound got tangled up. So that'll be Cole's first foul in the night.
There's Bullock driving the lane. Can't get that to drop. He'd shoot that 100 times and make 99 of them, I would think. Boy, a really nice lead pass, which was 6 inches too much lead there, right off of Duke's fingertips.
Yeah, I mean, really, right now, kind of a sloppy basketball game on both sides. A lot of turnovers, a lot of shots not falling for anybody. The difference here is that North Sevier's been able to knock down 2 3-pointers.
Is that going to be 3? Nope. Bernardino's shot is no good, but rebounded by Frischnick. Back to Bullock at the top of the key. Kicks it to Bernardino. He thought, boy, that was really nice defense there by Ivans.
Yeah, and this is where San Juan needs to do their damage. You know, you get a good turnover, get themselves out in transition, and go get a quick, easy bucket. And also offensive rebounds right there. George doing a really good job getting that and going back up with it.
George McNaughton checks into the game and still can't get it to drop, but he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hopefully George will be able to get this one to fall.
There you go. First points of the game. 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter before the Broncos get their first free throw. McNaughton's second shot is no good, but rebounded by Trip Palmer. Duke. Oh, they're going to confer on that. It looked Jagger was hit as after the shot came down, and they're going to say he was not fouled.
Oh, they're calling a flop is what they're calling on that. So it's a new rule this year. I've been explaining this. Me and Rhett had a whole conversation about it the last broadcast that we had. But I think with the flop calls, it's a team warning, and then each team gets one warning, and then I think on the second one, you get a technical. He
had a clear three-point shot, and there was some contact, but then he went down quite late in the play.
Yeah. And so, yep, I think it's kind of one of the emphasis for the refs this year is to kind of take a look at that, to kind of get flopping and stuff out of the game.
Yeah.
And that's twice we've seen it called here on our home court, so it's definitely an emphasis for sure.
Bernardino's wild shot is no good, rebounded by the Broncos. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Duke with the ball, back to Neves. He's going to drive. Defense collapse, and the shot will not drop. It's out of bounds against San Juan.
Yeah, it's not a terrible look by Neves. You'd like to see maybe go up a little stronger
Just
to the
finish
hoop with
just
that.
A little stronger. That first move was really nice, but couldn't quite get it to drop. 6-1 is our score. Bill Boyle and Bobby Bowering calling the game tonight. Rhett Sifford is not feeling well, so I get to see the Broncos play. I like it. Quick hands by Tripp, knocks it out, but North Sevier ends up with it. That's number 1. Brody Bullock driving the lane. He is fouled while shooting. It doesn't drop. That foul is against Cole Duke. I think that's going to be his second foul. I have a tough time seeing the scoreboard.
It's not in a good spot for us. But, yeah, if that was on Cole Duke, that's his second foul of the night. So I'm sure we'll be seeing a quick substitution here by Coach Nilsson. Yep, you got Baylor Nilsson, the junior, checking into the game here for the first time for Cole Duke. So Baylor Nilsson, he's done a pretty good job coming off the bench. He brings a lot of really good energy.
Good, yeah, too good. Yeah, 2 more for George McNaughton. He's fouled by Braun Butler. His parents were LeBron James fans, but not fully. They're just Braun,
just
not
a little
LeBron.
Committed.
Yeah. First is no good. Second is good. McNaughton has both points for the Broncos, both from the free throw line. They have been 0 from the field. Final minute of the first quarter.
So San Juan coming out in a man-to-man defense. They've switched it up a little bit. It seems like Coach Nelson liking this man-to-man defense a little bit more. I mean, obviously the D's been okay. They've only given up 7 points. I mean, you'd live with that 10 out of 10 times, but hopefully you can see that lead to a little bit more offense here later in the game.
1 minute exactly. It was a walking call on Butler. Get the ball back to the Broncos. Trip Palmer to Nelson. Boy, that's a nice smooth shot. 2 points for Brody Nelson, 7-4. Broncos only trail by 3 after what a disastrous first quarter offensively. They're only behind by 3.
Yeah, that's a great thing for how bad the offense has been to only be down 3 points. And again, we kind of talked about it when Baylor first came in. I love how he just didn't hesitate on that. He kind of drove in, had that and hesitate, and just went up and knocked it down. So Baylor's a kid that plays a little bit of JV. Maybe he's a little bit warmer coming off the JV game and ready to shoot the basketball.
There was a foul there, and I think it was on Nelson.
Yeah, it looks like they did give that to him.
No shot clock. They reset the shot clock after that, so North Sevier is going to hold for the final shot. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 7-4 is our score.
Like
Brody Bullock with the, they're going to call 3 seconds in the paint. Well, the ball was a good 40 feet from the paint. It's going to give San Juan a chance to tie it after one. Welcome back to our presentation of high school hoops. We're in the San Juan High School gym. We're at 7-6. San Juan Broncos trail only by 1 after could not score for much. 7-0, but are on a 6-0 run right now, and it's a game.
Yeah, and for both teams, I'm sure both coaches after the quarter talking about what they need to do to clean things up offensively. Just no offenses look like they've been able to get any sort of a rhythm. So I'll be curious to see how it goes here in the second quarter.
Boy, Bullock likes to drive and put it up, and he can't get it to drop, but North Sevier comes down with the rebound. Back to Bullock with the elbow. He's going to shoot for 3. It's no good. Rebounded there by Ivins.
That was a good defense there by Jagger, too, staying in front of him. I mean, if you're going to give up a shot, you'll give up a contested 3-point shot about every time. So, ooh. Got to take care of the basketball, though. Oh.
Ron Butler is hit as he's driving. It's going to be a whistle.
They might be discussing, I mean, it's kind of a hard foul by Jake Ivins. I don't think it was intentional by any means. So they might have had somewhat of a discussion about maybe a flagrant, but it looks like you're going to just do a common foul, which I agree with. I think there wasn't anything malicious and intentional about that.
So Ivins, his first personal foul, it's going to send Butler to the line to shoot 2. I think it's fair to say that Jake Ivins is a pretty aggressive basketball player.
I know, he's kind of a football player on a basketball court in my eyes. We always have the joke, me and Rhett, that Jake's always the one that's bound to get fouled out every game. Yeah. So he's done a pretty good job with the fouls so far in this ball game. Hopefully we don't have the announcers jinx on him here, but
Butler makes both free throws. Oh, a 3-point attempt there is no good, but rebounded by Ivins. He's got 2 people, and they're going to call a tie-up. He and Rylan Frischneck fought for the ball, and on alternating possessions, it'll go to the Broncos.
Now, I don't know if anybody knows Jake kind of grabbing his shoulder on there. He's dealing with a shoulder injury that he got week 1 of the football season.
Yeah, I remember.
He's a tough kid. He probably shouldn't even be out there playing. But down there yanking and jarring on the basketball, and he's about as tough as they come.
McNaughton got the inbounds and gave it back to Jake, but he hadn't got out of bounds yet, or inbounds.
Waiting for him to knock him down here. So
they're going to drop eventually too. Cash Palmer checks in for the Broncos, listed as 280 in the program, and I think the program's pretty precise.
I think so,
too.
He
is a big boy. A lot of juniors on this Bronco team.
Yeah, I think there's only about 2 seniors, the rest juniors out here, so a lot of youth for the Broncos, which is always a good thing.
Some good senior leadership and some great junior talent. Trip Palmer from 3 is no good. There you go, Cash under the basket.
Great job by Cash, and that's what Cash gives you, and he's done a great job all year. They bring him in, and he does a great job crashing boards, and he goes right back up, and now we're out in transition again for the Broncos.
Well, Tripp draws some defensive attention anytime he has the ball, and he's going to be called a few words there between Bernalillo and Ivans.
So I don't think
and the mediator, Charlie Taylor, steps in to take care of it.
Yeah, love the competitiveness that Jake plays with. You know, he plays with an edge, and he's not afraid to let anybody know about it either. So
no hesitation, huh?
But yeah, back to your point, Tripp really does. He draws a lot of attention, rightfully so. I mean, like you said, you look at the stats. He's the leading scorer for these Broncos. He's a tough guard for anybody defensively to ask to guard him because he can stretch you out wide. He can play you down low. He's really a very well-rounded basketball player.
And he can jump out of the gym, too.
Yes, he can.
Makes both free throws.
And that'll give the Broncos
have a lead, 10-9. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Didn't panic. Fought back into this game, and now they lead. Three-point attempt there by Mason Pierce is no good. Goes out of bounds. Bronco ball.
I'd be curious to look at the stats. North Sevier shooting lots of three-point shots. I wonder if that's on par for what they usually like to do, but now they're coming out trying to put a little bit of defensive pressure on the Broncos with this half-court press, trying to trap the corners. Coach Nilsson's going to take a timeout.
Well-timed timeout to first get you out of a mess immediately and then figure out what we're going to do from here on out.
Yep.
You know, team shooting for North Sevier from three-point. Oh, I don't have it written down. I do for the Broncos are just shooting just 22% for the year from three-point. And both of these teams are so evenly matched statistically. That would have jumped out if there was a big difference there. So
probably pretty similar.
You know, and a lot of time, you pointed out here, I think Jagger had a three-point in the corner that, I mean, that fits in an offense. That's well-designed. That should go. But it seems like the shot selection for the Wolves has not been as good as the coach may want.
No, I'm sure that it's something that he's talking about, trying to get better looks inside. And, you know, if it's not falling for you, you don't want to just fall in love with it and keep, you know, throwing up those low percentage shots. They came out early on and had a lot of opportunities down low. Didn't get a lot of them to fall, but if you're North Sevier, you probably want to look to see a little bit more of that. And obviously, if you're San Juan, it's the same recipe. You want to see if you can get the ball inside the key and get those easy buckets. So.
Cole Duke, no good. Rebounded there by Bernalillo. Is it San Bernardino or Bernalillo Bernardino? Brody Bullock, as we've seen, loves to drive, and his can't get it to fall, but all the way to the hoop. Jagger Neves for two. Broncos lead 12-9. They're on a 12-2 run since after falling behind 7-0.
Yeah, that's great for Jagger Neves to see one go into because he's also a pretty key component to this Broncos offense. A lot runs through him. So
Ivans gives it up to Duke. That's tipped away by North Sevier, but picked up by Ivans. Opens it up a little bit, and Jake's going to drive the hoop. He's going to be fouled there by number 3, Trevor Mangum.
That's one thing. Jake Ivans is not scared to lower his shoulder and put himself on a V-line towards the bracket.
The injured shoulder or the healthy shoulder.
He doesn't care.
He'll drop it and go.
He's either going to get himself to the line or he's going to get an offensive charge, but he ain't stopping for anybody.
Jake's first free throw was good, 13-9. Well, the Broncos had a lid on couldn't get it to drop there for a long time. It's the same, the tables have turned, and now it's North Sevier who just can't buy a basket.
For sure. And I think you credit the Bronco defense quite a bit for keeping them in the ball game while their offense did struggle. A lot of times when you struggle that much, you get yourself in a pretty big deficit, and that's happened to the Broncos this season, but their defense kept them within striking distance, and now they've already got themselves to lead again here in the second quarter.
13-9 is our score. 4 minutes left in the first half. Good looking shot that couldn't drop by Max Stearns and rebounded, by Cade Johnson, rebounded by Neves. Here's Bernardino. He shoots, boy, has a nice defense there.
Good defense.
By Jagger.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes Duke. Up off the glass and in. Another 2 points. 3:30 remaining, 15-9. Broncos lead by 6 after falling behind 7-0. They're on a 15-2 run. You're listening to Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We're glad that you've joined us.
With a changing economy and advancing technology, it's time that marketing and selling of real estate in San Juan County catches up. Four Corners Homes and Property Management is changing the game. Every Four Corners Homes listing includes 3D mapping and virtual tours, professional photos, a digital and global 21st century footprint, and marketing exposure that makes it easy for buyers to find and identify what makes your listing unique. Marketing and exposure sells real estate, and if you want the best, you need Four Corners Homes on your team. Find us at fourcornershomes.net or call 801-404-0058.
Last year I was at my lowest, going through some pretty serious depression. A couple friends of mine stopped by the house and said they were worried about me. Said they'd feel a lot better if they could hold on to my firearms until things turned around. I think they saved my life.
If your loved ones are struggling, talk to them about temporarily storing their guns away from their home, because things do get better.
Welcome back to the San Juan High School gym, where the San Juan Broncos are suddenly ahead by 6, 15-9. 3:30 remaining in the first half. North Sevier took what could be almost a panicked timeout because it is going off the rails for the Wolves. The Broncos fought back into this and now lead by 6.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the momentum shifting here for the Broncos. They've found a little bit of a rhythm on defense. They've got themselves some good transition buckets here. And yeah, North Sevier definitely took that timeout to try and settle it down and maybe stop that swing from happening. And
their leading scorer, Bullock, is on the bench right now. The offense has definitely gone through him, and maybe they're going to try something else.
Yeah, they had those 2 quick three-pointers in the first quarter, but yeah, since then they've only been able to muster up 3 more points.
Yeah.
And so they've got to find something here if they want to stay in this ball game.
Yeah, they've only had 3 free throws since making those first 2 3-pointers. That's going to be a second foul on George McNaughton, but 2 right back to back. Going to send Mangum to the line to shoot 2. 2:56 remaining here. 15-9 is our score. Trevor Mangum will shoot. First shot is up and off and around and down. It's good.
Yeah, with that being 2 fouls on George, I'm kind of surprised Coach Nelson's not subbing him out. But 2 minutes left about 3 minutes left. Hopefully he can keep himself from getting that third one before half.
Trevor Mangum makes both, and so 15-11 is our score. It seemed like there were 7 identifiable people on a regular rotation, but the Broncos have worked in 3 additional players here in the first half. Well, that was close. Rylan Frischneck is going to be called on a foul. Jagger Neves went to the ground, and Lane Nelson took a close look and said, well, that's a foul.
I had to think about it for a little bit, but he ended up getting it, so.
Down to McNaughton, out to Duke. Really tight defense there by Bernardino. Trip Palmer for 3. No good, but rebounded there by Neves. There must be a clock problem or something.
Trent's talking to North Sevier's crowd here. I don't know what the whistle was for.
I think there may have been, the clock doesn't seem to have moved. There was. On Tripp shot that 3-pointer, and there was a lot of yelling going on, and the yelling continued, so I think that there may be a clock issue.
Maybe that's what's happening, is the clock wasn't rolling. Seeing what they can do to get it figured out here.
Head coach for the Wolves is Dakota Shepard. He's surrounded by 3 men in stripes. They explain what's going on, and San Juan will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. 2:41 remaining in the first half. And Frischnick's going to be called for, no, that's Trevor Mangum who's going to be called for his third personal foul, and once again send Trip Palmer to the line to shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 on the night. And, 2 good-looking free throws, too. I mean, good, confident, solid free throw shooter.
Yeah, and this is probably great for Trip.
Man,
Being able to
and
see a couple go through.
I accept responsibility for that. He misses the first.
That announcer jinx, it's a real thing.
(15-11) is our score. 4-point Bronco lead. 2:38 remaining in the first half. Trip Palmer at the line to shoot his second free throw. Up and in. 16-11 is our score. Cade Johnson brings the ball up. Back to Bullock. Back to Johnson. He's able to collect it.
No, I've been really impressed with the defense from San Juan tonight. I mean, again, as soon as I say that, but.
Well, that was a nice move by Brody Bullock. A nice driving layup, and he gets it off the glass and in, and he is fouled and will shoot one.
But
is that against Jagger?
That was against Jagger. I think that's just his first of the night, but I mean, for most of the night, the Broncos have done a really good job of just not giving up anything easy for the Wolves. And I mean, every shot's been really contested. They've been crashing the boards fairly well. They haven't given up a lot of second chance opportunities, and there have been some games that's been kind of an issue. So again, been really impressed with the defensive side of the ball for the Broncos tonight.
The Broncos trying to move it around. There's Knight. He drops it down. I don't know if that was intended for Jagger, but Jagger ended up with it.
Yeah, it looked good, I guess. It got into white jersey's hands, so.
Foul against Rylan Frischnick, his third. So all of a sudden, the Wolves are starting to flirt with foul trouble here as we close out the first half. 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, this is the second quarter in a row that the Broncos have made it into the bonus.
Yeah.
So definitely been a lot of fouls to be had here in the first half of this ball game, especially for the Wolves.
Cash Palmer checks in for George McNaughton. Second free throw attempt by Jagger Neves is up and no good. Misses them both, but Trip Palmer, boy, he's got a lot of offensive rebounds off of missed free throws.
He has, and it's led to a lot of good things for the Broncos.
Really nice big shot there by Knight. 19-14 is our score. 1:48 remaining in the first half. Broncos lead by 5.
Oh, good hands by Jayton.
They're going to call a foul on the Broncos. It's going to be against Ivins. A push.
And that's going to be bonus for the Wolves, too, so this is going to send them to the line. So Broncos need to be careful, too, not to give up some free points here in the end.
We had a
minute and a half.
A 2-on-2 going, and Ivins was following up and ended up with the rebound, put it back up in, but is called for a push. It's going to send Braun Butler to the line for 2.
Yeah, again, that was a good sequence there by Jayton Knight. Came out, knocked down the open three, came down and got the steal. Too bad the Broncos couldn't have capitalized on that. That would have been a really huge momentum swing there.
Butler makes them both. He's 4 for 4 from the line. Good free throw shooter. 1:36, 19-16, a 3-point lead for the Broncos. Neves with the ball, kicks it out to Trip Palmer.
Got a little off balance there.
Can't make that to drop, and he's rebounded by North Sevier.
Ooh, I thought there might have been a little bit of a travel on that one. Looked like he shuffled his feet a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's offensive.
They're going to call a push on Brody Bullock. It's his second, I think. It's going to send San Juan to the line.
Yeah, and I mean, that was an easy call. I mean,
yeah.
he fully extended that arm as he's coming into the basket.
And smack dab in front of the ref, too.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. So since that was an offensive foul, though, they don't go to the line for offensive fouls when they're in the bonus. So Broncos have a chance here, though, to extend this lead to a 2-possession game.
Baylor Nilsson checks in for San Juan. Nielsen drops it down to Trip Palmer. He works in. Boy, really nice.
Man.
Can't get it to drop. Gets his own rebound. 5-4 Wolves around him fighting for that ball. Alternating possessions. Looks like it's going to go to North Sevier.
Man, I mean, if you're San Juan and Coach Nielsen, I mean, you can't ask for a better look than
Yeah.
to get Trip Palmer the ball a foot from the basket. I mean, just got to figure out a way to get those ones to fall right there.
And a great effort for Trip, too,
Yeah.
to get that rebound.
Yeah, like you said, he's been crashing the boards hard tonight, both sides of the basketball.
Drive there by Mason Pierce is no good, but he is fouled while shooting. Fouls called against Trip Palmer.
I feel like we've had a lot of fouls here the last minute and a half.
Yeah, they're racking up. There's 38 seconds left in the half. 19-16, a 3-point lead for the San Juan Broncos. After falling behind early, 7-0, San Juan's come roaring back, and this is setting up to be a great second half too. Mason Pierce's first free throw is up and in.
Yeah, and we'll have to. I mean, that was fouls on Trip Palmer. That's only his first, but we've had a couple games this year where the Broncos have gotten themselves into foul trouble, and you know it does pose a challenge for the Broncos. They have kind of a shallower bench, just as far as like numbers go wise, and so that could create a little bit of an interesting move here if the Broncos continue to foul.
Lane violation on that missed free throw. Yeah, they're getting a little pushy.
Is that on Cash? I mean, Cash
Cash is going to
He's a
draw some
bruiser.
attention. Yeah.
He's a bruiser down there, and you know, you like that in some instances, and some you don't as much. Luckily, it's an offensive foul, so they don't get shots. I don't believe.
No, 32 seconds on the clock. 19-17. No shot clock.
Cash definitely making his presence known, which is I'm all for that.
Yeah. Brody Bullock takes the ball across midcourt, gets out to Cade Johnson, Parker Jensen, Mason Pierce, Bernardino almost at half court. 12 seconds. Get it to Bullock. He's going to drive. That's what he does, and he does it well. 2 points for Brody Bullock, and we've got a tie score. 19-19 after one half of play. Here in a region thriller in San Juan High School Gym with the San Juan Broncos and North Sevier Wolves. Glad that you've joined us here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We are going to go to commercial. We'll be right back.
Life is a series of cherished moments, filled with milestones that define our journey. Moments of love, joy, and shared experiences. Each moment contributes to our story. As each chapter unfolds, our experiences shape us, defining who we are. When it's time to celebrate a life, ensure your loved ones are remembered with the grace, dignity, and individuality they deserve. San Juan Mortuary, celebrating life, honoring memories, transcending tradition.
For over 75 years, San Juan Health has strived to be the best place to receive medical care in southeastern Utah. With clinics in Blanding, Monticello, and Spanish Valley, San Juan Health offers a wide variety of services and world-class care close to home. Visit sanjuanhealth.org today to find out more. San Juan Health, chasing perfection since 1947.
You don't have to be sidelined by sports injuries in San Juan County. Precision Rehab provides physical therapy in Monticello and Blanding, as well as Montezuma Creek and Monument Valley, where our therapists have helped athletes of all ages get back in the game since 1996. Precision Rehab is dedicated to restoring you and your loved ones to peak performance when pain and injury slow you down. We offer innovative, effective treatments that make a difference. Treatment is covered by most insurances, including Medicare. Call 435-678-3869 for an appointment. That's 435-678-3869. Or find out more at PrecisionRehabUtah.com.
Here at Lyle Northern Electric, we take pride in our highly qualified team, dedicated to serving our community. Whether you need commercial, residential, or solar electrical services, our certified experts are ready to meet your needs. We are proud to support our community, especially our youth and high school athletics. Lyle Northern Electric, serving our community since 1957.
At Energy Fuels, creating opportunities and participating in the local community is important to us. Thanks to our dedicated employees, we're safely producing critical materials that support cleaner energy sources and a better planet for future generations. Knowing that the youth of today will make great contributions tomorrow, we're proud to sponsor San Juan High School athletics.
All right, welcome back to San Juan High School. We're at halftime in this region contest. 19-19 is our score at halftime. Really a well-played game. North Sevier jumped out to an early lead. The Broncos came roaring back, and then North Sevier scored the last few points of the half to knot it up at 19. Bill Boyle and Bobby Bowering here at halftime. I've got a few halftime stats for the Wolves. They were led by Brody Bullock with 9 points. Trevor Mangum had 5, Braun Butler 4, Mason Pierce 1. So just 4 players score for the Wolves. For the Broncos, this is very interesting. The Broncos are led by Trip Palmer and Jaden Knight, who each have 3. And Cole Duke, Cash Palmer, Jagger Neves, Baylor Nelson, George McNaughton each have 2.
Nice.
So our leading scorer has 3. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 scorers, and so that's pretty well-rounded. You can't make a defensive adjustment to say, hey, we need to watch that one guy who's killing us.
Yeah, not at all. That's
got 8 doing it.
pretty spread out.
I think Jake Ivins has 3 too. Taking a look at some of the halftime statistics, Trip Palmer, 6 rebounds. We said he was pretty dominant there on offensive rebounds in particular. Jagger Neves has 5, Jake Ivins 4. Trip Palmer also has 2 assists, so a good first half for Palmer. For North Sevier, Cade Johnson, number 25. He doesn't look like the biggest guy out there, and he's not, but he's got 7 rebounds. Wow. And so San Juan's going to need to maybe that's something they can focus on. What do you think adjustments are going to need to be made in this second half?
You know, I think both teams are probably just talking about what they can do to get the offense rolling. I mean, 19-19 looks like the end of a first quarter score, not the halftime score, you know. Yeah. And both teams have kids more than capable of, creating offense and scoring points. And I think that's going to be the big difference here. You know, both teams have been playing excellent defense, but it's going to be whatever team I think finds a better rhythm on offense to kind of start getting some points going here. So,
it seems like Tripp is also drawing a lot of defensive attention. He gets that ball down low and they collapse on him, so there may be opportunities for him to kick it out and find an open teammate and open it up right there, because they're really packing it in defensively when Tripp gets the ball down low.
Yeah, and I think, we kind of talked about it earlier, but San Juan's best offensive games have kind of been when it kind of runs through Trip Palmer a little bit, when he's knocking shots down, and then he does create that, attention, and then he gets the other team involved with some wide open looks and different things like that. I think that's when San Juan's kind of at their best. They also do very well out in transition, I feel like, when they, can get some steals and some quick rebounds and different things like that. So maybe look for a little bit of that too. I know that's what I would kind of like to see a little bit more of is, some guys leaking after the shot and seeing if we can get some, easy, quick buckets in transition. So,
well, very good. You're listening to Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, our presentation of high school hoops. Let's hear from a few more of our sponsors.
Looking to buy, sell, or refinance your home or property? Ask for the professionals at Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency. Anderson Oliver Title has provided title insurance and real estate closing services in San Juan and Grand Counties for 25 years. Anderson Oliver Title isn't just another out-of-town company. It's the only locally owned and operated title company in southeastern Utah. The owners and employees at Anderson Oliver Title are excited to support our communities and are proud to support high school athletics and activities.
Super busy households need super fast internet, and Emory Telecom has just what you need with this special back-to-school offer. Right now, new customers get their first 4 months of Emory Telecom eFiber Internet free. No term contracts, free installation, and equipment. Give us a call right now, 270-4021 in San Juan County, 259-8521 in Moab, or visit EmoryTelecom.com. Emory Telecom, Southeastern Utah's strongest, fastest internet connection.
All right, we're set to start again. Looks like the starting 5 for both teams is going to be the same in the second half, 19-19. We are back to no lead for either team. Jake Ivins gets it out to Neves. Neves hit strip, coming across the paint. He puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded there again by number 25, Cade Johnson. 8th rebound of the game for Johnson.
No, it's a good setup. I like that play, trying to get Tripp coming back down to the basket. Just see if we can finish that a little bit better down the road.
Bullock up off the glass, no good. Fights for the rebound. It's going to be off of San Juan, out of bounds.
See, San Juan wasn't a man-to-man, but it looks like they come out and go to a zone defense. Good defense there by Jagger Neves.
Really nice. Good move by Jagger. The second basket of the day. 21-19 is our score.
And you love to see that. I mean, that's just those easy points created by good, tough defense. And, you know, I think that's got to be a recipe for San Juan.
Ephraim Bernardino hits a 3 from deep. 22-21, a 1-point lead for the North Sevier Wolves. Duke with the ball tonight. He's going up the middle.
Wow.
Up off the glass. Really a nice running layup there by Jaden Knight. 23-22.
Looks like he surprised himself with that one. That little English on it.
Deep 3-point there by Cade Johnson is no good. Rebounded by Ivins. Gets it down to Duke. He is fouled. Can't get it to drop, but he's going to shoot 2.
And I love the energy San Juan's came out with, though. They've gotten some rebounds and some steals, and they're flying down the court, trying to get out in transition, and they had that easy bucket by Jagger Neves. Cole Duke does a good job getting himself in a position there to draw a foul. Again, that's when San Juan's at their best, I feel like, is when they're out running, they're hustling, and they're giving themselves just really easy buckets and opportunities for that.
Yep, intense defense really triggers a running offense, and Cole Duke's second free throw is up and no good, but rebounded there. Wow, Jagger Neves.
Oh, good find by
Really
Jaden.
Nice move there. Jaden Knight gets an assist. We've seen Knight to Palmer several times in the fall, and we just saw it again right there.
I was going to say, channeling his inner quarterback right there. Saw the open man and got it to him.
Yeah, that was a nice play all the way around. Missed the free throw, but Neves got the rebound, kicks it out to Knight. He finds a wide open Tripp Palmer underneath the basket. 26-22, a 4-point lead for the Broncos. Parker Jensen to Bernardino. There's Bullock. He's going to drive. Going to kick it out to, Cade Johnson. Shot's no good, but they're going to call over the back call against North Sevier.
Yep, that's going to be on the Bullock.
Braun Butler, I think.
Oh, yeah.
His third personal foul.
Yeah, that hurts if you're North Sevier because he's one of your lead scorers.
No. I thought he lifted up 5, but I think that is, I can't see.
Number 1 is who they gave it to.
Yeah, Brody Bullock.
Yeah.
And he's their offensive spark plug, so that's a big foul right there.
Yeah, the subbed him out, so he's going to have to sit a little bit of time here in the third quarter. So good opportunity for San Juan to kind of stretch this lead.
Wow, really nice move there by Jake Ivins. Drives the hoop, puts it up and in. It's the chance to make it a 3-point play. Foul is against Parker Jensen. His second foul here in the third quarter. He's going to check out.
Well, early on here, this third quarter, San Juan seems like they found some offense, and they seem to be clicking here, getting some buckets to go down, and they're looking like they're meshing here pretty well.
They're going to call trip. And fighting for the rebound. It's his second personal foul, I think.
Yep, that's what they got up there on
I've
the board.
got the worst view in the gym.
I know.
Of the
They need to move those scoreboards or move the
move
table
that
back
backboard
here.
just over here about 15 feet, and it'll be good for me to see the scoreboard.
I know. We need to see that thing.
They make tough free throws, too. Nice ball movement there. Dropped it down to Braun Butler. He can't get it to drop, but he's fouled. We'll shoot 2. He's 4 for 4 from the line.
Well, North Sevier's doing a good job not going away here. I mean, San Juan's gone on a couple runs, but North Sevier's staying here in striking distance, and obviously if he can make these couple, they'll still just be a 2-possession ball game here.
Butler's 5 for 5 from the free throw line with 1 more to go. 28-23 is our score, 5:27 remaining in the third quarter. San Juan leads. Automatic, Braun Butler 6 for 6. Timeout by North Sevier. You're listening to Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live, presentation of high school hoops. Glad that you're with us.
No matter what you've got planned for the weekend, a home makeover, a landscaping project, a backyard barbecue, your neighbors at Red's Ace Hardware in Blanding have what you need. You'll find great buys on paint, tools, and yard and garden supplies. Not to mention grills, patio furniture, and pool care essentials. We carry top brands like Clark & Kensington, Craftsman, Scotts & Weber, and our helpful associates can answer all your questions. For national brands and local expertise, you can always count on Red's Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Desert Rivers Credit Union is proud to team up with the communities in our corner of the state. A nationwide network of ATMs and branches, full line of mortgage products, local decision-making, low fees, and great rates for every credit score are just a few of the things we bring to the team. And to top it off, we are for people, not profit. Come by and meet our team at one of our 4 branch locations or visit desertriverscu.com. We love our communities and are proud to support our youth.
We are back in the gym after timeout. 28-24 is our score. San Juan Broncos lead the North Sevier Wolves. Up down to Duke. Trip Palmer off the glass. Boy, that was a nice play. Nice ball movement. Nice passes. 4 or 5 people touched that ball for the Broncos, and 2 points is the result.
That was a good job by San Juan diagnosing it. They've been seeing a lot of man-to-man defense, and then they came out into
Brody
a 2-3.
Bullock with the deep 3 there.
I don't know who took the timeout here. What's going on? Jake Knight's hobbling off the court here. I don't know if there was an injury.
Well, he fell here in the corner and was down for a little while, and then they kicked it out to Brody Bullock, and he hits the deep 3, 30-27.
Okay.
3-point lead for the Broncos.
So, yeah, you'll see North Sevier looks like they switched to this zone defense here, and San Juan right now getting some good looks out of it.
Baylor Nelson's 3-pointer was no good, but that's a good shot. You're going to get those eventually. There's number 25, Cade Johnson. His shot is no good. Fight into the basket. Did he call a foul against the Broncos?
I think it hit the back of the backboard when they came crashing in, and it must have went off of San Juan, so that's a out-of-play ball, so it'll stay here with the Wolves.
Gets it deep to Bernardino once again. That's number 1. Brody Bullock, no good, but they get the offensive rebound. Bernardino drops it down to Braun Butler. They're going to call a walk. They're going to call a walk against North Sevier. Dakota Shepard
not very happy.
Pleads his case. Falls on deaf ears. Here come the Broncos. Jake Ivins crosses midcourt, gets it out to Nielsen. Nice ball movement there. Trip Palmer with it, draws a crowd. 3 Wolves around him. I feel like an injured buffalo there with 3 Wolves surrounding you. Can't get it to drop, but he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, San Juan's done a really good job moving the ball around, and that's what you got to do against these zone defenses is get them moving, get them shifting, and then eventually, hopefully, one of your guys will pop open. And obviously, the emphasis is to try and get that ball down low to Trip Palmer, and they've done a pretty good job here so far, giving him some good looks.
Can't get the first free throw to drop. 30-27, a 3-point lead for the Broncos. Into the game for the Wolves, Braden Hammond. Palmer's second free throw is up and good. 8 points in the game so far for Tripp, the leading scorer for the Broncos. From the Wolves, kick it out to Mason Pierce. No good, rebounded there. Nice strong rebound by Jagger Neves.
Good
Gives
defense
it to
there by
Ivins.
Tripp.
Ivins dropped it down to Duke, and Duke was fouled before he went up for the shot.
See, that's
Bernardino's third, I think.
They're showing 5 fouls on North Sevier up on the board. I'm not sure why they're not shooting here. But it looks like Coach Nelson's going to take a timeout.
Let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Blue Mountain Foods is Monticello's hometown grocer and a proud supporter of our schools and sports teams. Blue Mountain Foods offers a full-service meat department, fresh deli, bakery, curbside pickup, and more. Check BlueMTNFoods.com for weekly specials and online shopping. Blue Mountain Foods is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday at 64 West Center Street. Blue Mountain Foods, Monticello's hometown grocer.
Cole Duke is going to shoot 2 free throws coming out of this timeout. 31-27, a 4-point lead for the Broncos. 3:47 remaining in the third quarter. It's a region thriller. Great start to the season. You know, these teams have played 10 games each, but they've had no common opponents.
That's kind of crazy.
Wow.
Good roll.
Cole Duke's free throw hit the front and just rolled over like it was magnetically pulled in.
It's the home rim advantage, I guess.
Home rim advantage. Second one is no good. Cade Johnson with the ball. Gives it out to Bernardino. He shoots another deep three. It's no good. Rebounded by Neves. Gets it down to Duke.
Oh,
he
man.
Loses the handle. Ivins with the ball, and he's going to be fouled while shooting. Will shoot 2. That foul is going to go against number 11, Mason Pierce. I think it's his first. Send Ivins to the line for 2.
See the board over there. See where they're at. But North Sevier needs to be careful. I mean, they're already in the bonus for the third consecutive quarter here. I'm sure they're going to be getting themselves into some foul trouble here soon. But again, they're giving the Broncos a lot of free points here, just sending them to the line.
Jake drops the first one. The shot drops. He didn't drop it. He got it right through the hoop. Second one is up. Too much rotation. Rebounded there by Cade Johnson. 33-27. Boy, Johnson hits a three-pointer from deep. They're not just getting 3. They ought to get 3.5 from a few of these shots that North Sevier's made in the second half.
They're not scared to shoot the ball, that's for sure. And they seem to make them pretty timely. Right when you think San Juan might start to run away with it, they hit one.
There's Nelson from the corner. All the way up and in. Great shot by Baylor Nelson. Three-pointer gives the Broncos a 6-point lead.
Oh, man.
Stepped on the line while inbounding the ball.
I think so.
And San Juan will get the ball underneath their own basket. 2:52 remaining in the second quarter. Coach Easton Nilsson sets up the offense for the inbound. It's going to go to Nelson. He's going to shoot another. And it's good.
I can't believe he was that wide open after just knocking down a three-pointer, but what a swing there for Baylor Nelson coming off the bench.
Baylor hits 3 from the west side and then up from the east side. Really nice driving layup there by Cade Johnson. When you're scoring 3 at a time or 2 at a time, it favors those scoring 3 at a time. 7-point lead for the Broncos.
Ooh.
Nice ball movement. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Nelson. There he goes again. Up and in.
Well, I think San Juan's finally found a hot hand here in the third quarter.
Baylor Nilsson has hit his three for three here in the last 30 seconds, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point lead for the Broncos. Mostly on the shoulders, Baylor Nelson's three-point shooting. Nice little give and go there. Braden Hammond ended up with a basket for the Wolves, 42-34.
I was going to say, I imagine that the Wolves make a change here defensively, and it looks like they went to a man-to-man. I think they're kind of tired of watching Baylor Nilsson knock three-point shots down on them.
And so they drop it down to Cole Duke, and he makes a two-point shot and is fouled while shooting. Chance to make it a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Takes him a little bit longer to match Baylor, but he could make a three-point play right here too.
Just a lot of three-point plays in a row here. San Juan, yeah, just like that. They're up 10, about to make it 11, and they've more than doubled their score here just in the third quarter than they did in the first half.
Yeah.
So a lot of offense ticking here.
25 points for the Broncos, and we still have a minute 39 remaining. Cole Duke's three-point play is good, and he's going to sit on the bench and revel in it for a while. Last minute and a half in the third quarter, 45-34, 11-point lead for the Broncos, who have caught fire here in the last minute of the third quarter. Pierce to Bernardino. Back to Pierce. Finds Braun Butler from three. It's no good. Rebounded there by Knight. He gets it down to Nielsen. He's going to shoot from three. Why not?
He's feeling it.
Incredible. Baylor Nielsen with his fourth three-pointer. He's got 14 points, with 12 of them coming in a burst here in the final minute and a half or two of the third quarter. Incredible. 48-34, a 14-point lead for the Broncos.
Coach Nielsen might not take him off the court for the rest of the ball game.
Looks like they're going to call a foul on Tripp Palmer.
That'll be 3 on Tripp. I'd imagine Coach Nielsen might. There's about 40 seconds left, but yeah, they're going to get Cash Palmer in, so he doesn't draw another quick fourth here.
Yeah, that's a wise substitution. Put him on the bench, let him catch his breath. Fourth quarter is going to be busy. A lot of that weight's on Tripp's shoulders. 45 seconds remaining, third quarter, 14-point lead for the Broncos. Cade Johnson, Mason Pierce, Bernardino.
Good defense by Jake Ivins.
Yeah, it really was nice. They're going to call it against a push-off there by Mason Pierce. Jake really followed him well and had active hands and didn't let him drive or pass, or ended up with a turnover. Well,
yeah.
A penalty, in fact.
No, that was great. That's what Jake brings. He might not be your biggest scorer or whatever, but he's gonna play tough. He's gonna play great defense. He's gonna set the tone physically. He's done a good job of that tonight.
Ivins shoots up and in.
Yeah, as soon as I say he's not going to bring a lot offensively, he knocks one down. It was a great
he only
shot.
Got 2 points at a time. We're used to 3 here the last little while. Wow, Bernardino hits a deep 3. 2 seconds remaining. Here comes Ivins. Shoots 2. No good. So after 3 quarters of play, the Broncos are starting to open it up. 50-37 is our score, a 13-point lead. Got 1 quarter of play. Glad you joined us on High School Hoops at Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Here at Utah Naval Health System, our mission statement is we exist to improve your quality of life through comprehensive, self-empowered, culturally sensitive, and amazing customer service.
TaylorMade Wooden Heritage is the Four Corners source for high-quality, beautiful, and long-lasting custom residential and commercial cabinetry for over 50 years. TaylorMade Monuments designs custom monuments and headstones crafted with care and artistry to honor your loved ones for generations. TaylorMade is family-owned and operated and offers competitive pricing. Call them today for a free quote. 435-678-2523. TaylorMade Wooden Heritage and TaylorMade Monuments, proud sponsors of San Juan High School sports.
All right, we're back. Fourth quarter is about to begin. The San Juan Broncos lead the North Sevier Wolves 50-37. That was quite an offensive performance by the Broncos. They scored 28 points.
It would have been 31, right?
31 points for the Broncos after scoring just 19 in the first half. So they came alive offensively in a big way, and a lot of it on the shoulders of Baylor Nilsson. The juniors hit 4 3-pointers in the last few minutes.
No, that's just cool to watch, too. You just never know when your number's going to be called and when it's going to be your night, and kudos to Baylor for staying ready and being confident enough to come out and shoot the ball like he did.
Cade Johnson just added, four rebounds on that. He kept getting a rebound and putting it back up and couldn't get it to drop.
Padding stats out here.
Yeah. That's incredible. He'll be by far the leading rebounder out there, but I think, what did you call there, Riley? 4 or 5 offensive rebounds? Incredible.
Yeah.
Dakota Shepard, the head coach for North Sevier, thought there should have been a foul called, and it could have been.
And I think they're angry because they thought it should be a shooting foul. They're calling it on the ground here.
Bernardino's no good. It's going to go off against Knight. Will retain North Sevier possession. I'm glad he knocked that out because Cade Johnson was set up for a rebound.
He was, and that would have been an easy putback for him, so good job by Jayton on
Oh,
making that
very
tough.
nice hands by Jayden there. Kicks it out to Neves. Up and in for Jagger Neves. His 6th point of the game. 52-37, 15-point. They're going to call a walk? No, they're going to call it against a block.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Cash was quite set on that one. He did his best to get down and get set and get in the way, but I think he was moving just a little bit.
There's a lot to stop.
Yeah.
Get set. Palmer's going to check out. Cole Duke into the game. 3-point shot from the corner is no good. Rebounded by Tripp Palmer. Here come the Broncos. Ivins to Palmer. Couldn't quite get it to drop. Rebounded there by Brody Bullock. He's looking. Kicks it out to Frischnick. It's no good. Rebound eventually brought down by Neves. Gets it to Ivins, crosses midcourt. 6:54 in the 4th quarter. Here comes Ivins. He's going to be fouled there. Trevor Mangum, I think that's going to be his 4th personal foul.
Oh, man.
Ivins will shoot 2.
That does look like 4. Be curious to see what North Sevier does here in the last quarter, if they're going to roll the dice and leave them on the court. I mean, right now, North Sevier's trying to get themselves out of a deficit, so I'm sure they're going to want their best players out there regardless. So
Ivins' first free throw is up and in. 53-37, a 16-point lead.
Well, good job by Ivins being aggressive. I mean, you give him an inch, he's going to take it. I mean, if he sees that lane, he's going to put his shoulder down and go in and see if he can make something happen.
Senior guard makes both. 54-37. 6:45 remaining in the 4th quarter. Bernardino looking for some movement.
Good
really nice defense by Jake Ivins, really shut him down. As we've said several times here.
He's done a good job, both sides of the ball for the Broncos tonight. And I've said it multiple times, but super impressed with how the Broncos have played defense tonight. Just not giving up anything too easy.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but emotions are high.
I know one of the refs called tip-off of San Juan. Looks like they're going to stick with that call here.
Cade Johnson will inbound the ball for the Wolves. 6:13 remaining in the game. Boy, Brody Bullock has another 3-pointer from the corner there, and if they're going to fight their way back into the game, they're going to have to do it on the shoulders of Brody Bullock. You're listening to Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. Let's hear from one of our sponsors.
San Juan County Adult Education empowers students to gain the technical, business, or college skills necessary to enter the workforce. At San Juan County Adult Education, adult learners are given the opportunity to reach their personal, educational, and career goals. Students can earn a high school diploma, obtain a GED, increase their wage earning potential, and decrease barriers to self-reliance. To learn more, visit any USU Learning Center in San Juan County or email Gina Grover at jgrover@sjsd.org.
Compared to the vocational schools of the past, today's career and technical education courses span nearly every industry, including health science, business, digital arts, and computer science. CTE students learn valuable, real-world technical skills with a solid academic foundation while exploring career options or pursuing their passions. Did you know San Juan School District offers 19 CTE pathways for secondary students? To learn more, talk to a school counselor or CTE teacher today.
All right, 14-point lead for the San Juan Broncos. 6:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. 54-40. Broncos with the ball.
Looks like North Sevier's coming out, applying that half-court trap look again here, seeing if they can force something from the Broncos and see if they can get themselves going here in the fourth quarter, kind of running out of time.
Boy, Tripp was collapsed on there, and the little frustration foul that he's called as they heading back the other way, and that's his fourth personal foul.
Yep, they're going to get George McNaughton in here for him to spell him. You don't want to lose Tripp, even though it's looking a little bit better right now. You definitely want to keep him in your back pocket and not lose him for the game. So probably a smart decision.
It's going to be fun to watch this one, the last 5.5 minutes. Well, 5:50 remaining in the game. Driving layup there by Brody Bullock, who scored 8 points here in the second half to go with 9 in the first.
Yeah, and if you're San Juan, obviously you want to keep scoring here, but be smart. Don't give up any, dumb turnovers that are lead to easy buckets for North Severe.
Work that shot clock.
Yeah, we want to work the clock a little bit, play good defense. I mean, they're in a good position to finish this one out strong. Just do, everything you can not to let these guys crawl back into it.
Bernardino almost stole the ball, but it goes out of bounds. Bronco ball. Easton points out something to the refs, and they're going to have a consultation about it here.
No, I'm not sure what they could be discussing there.
Oh, it's just wondering if the possession arrow changed.
Gotcha.
The next tie-up, it'll go to San Juan. 5:28 remaining in this, a 12-point lead for the Broncos.
Got to get it in.
Neves' three-pointer is no good. Scramble for the ball, picked up by the Wolves. They're going to call a block or
a blocking foul, looks like.
It was kind of a wild drive, but Cole certainly wasn't set.
Yeah. Definitely try to get himself there, but again, though, like if you're the Broncos, he knocks these two down, it's back down to 10, and, I mean, you just don't want to give up any momentum here. They've been playing such a good ball here the second half. Do what you can to, close this game out.
Trevor Mangum gets 2 free throws. The first one is up and in. He drew that foul really well, and he's got 4 fouls, so he would have been, if that had been a charge.
It would have been a little scary for him.
He makes them both. Nice, confident free throws. 54-44, a 10-point lead for the Broncos. That trap is still on.
That's the hard thing, giving up a bucket is now you give North Severe the chance to get set up and what defense they want to get set up.
Oh, that's picked up there by Johnson. Active hands for Kay Johnson. Bernardino almost shot from NBA three-point range. And so he pulls up and shoots from NBA three-point range. Three-point shot by Bernardino. All of a sudden, it's a 7-point lead for the Wolves.
Yep. Coach Nielsen going to take a timeout. Looks like Tripp Palmer's going to check in here, see if they can tighten things down here for the last 5 minutes of this ball game and prevent a comeback here from the Wolves. So
you're listening to Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live.
Holiday Construction is your one-stop source for gravel, concrete, excavation services, and custom hauling. We've proudly served San Juan County with quality and dedication for over 40 years. Call Holiday Construction today at 435-678-2028. We're proud supporters of high school sports and our community.
The San Juan Credit Union, providing exceptional financial products in southeastern Utah for over 60 years, is proud to support our local high schools. With branches in Blanding, Monticello, and Bluff, along with an ATM in Montezuma Creek, access to those products is easier than ever. The San Juan Credit Union offers checking and saving accounts, bill pay, a wide array of loans, and much more, all on a full-service website and mobile app. Plus, they're federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. The San Juan Credit Union. Your money, your future, your credit union.
Welcome back to San Juan High School Gym. 54-47, 7-0 run for the Wolves. Jagger Neves' three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Cole Duke, and he's going to be fouled by Cade Johnson. Cade Johnson with his second or third personal foul.
Looks like that's 3 on him, 2 on the Wolves. So if you're San Juan here, you want to, don't be in a rush to get a shot off. Just take your time, get a good look. Nothing wrong with eating a little bit of clock.
Frischneck is going to be called with his 4th personal foul, I think.
That's 2 quick ones right there.
They're racking up the team fouls. They're going to send the Broncos to the line here with another
2. It looks like they got 3
2
up on the board. Yeah, that's 4. That's 4 on Frischneck, so he better be careful here too. You got a couple of these Wolves with 4 fouls.
Leaves out to Ivans. Up and wow, really nice move there by Jake Ivans to get 2 points. 56-47, 9-point lead for the Broncos.
Yeah, that's what you like to see come out of a timeout. If you're Coach Nielsen, come out, execute, get an easy bucket, kind of stop this run that the Wolves have been on.
Cade Johnson's shot is no good. Rebounded by Trip Palmer. Broncos cross midcourt. 4 minutes left. We're halfway through the 4th quarter, and Jake Ivans does what Jake Ivans does. Drives the lane, couldn't get it to drop. Rebounded by North Sevier. Frischneck with the ball, kicks it out to Mangum. Cade Johnson ends up with it. It's rebounded by Jaden Knight. The kid can throw a ball.
I'm sure anytime he can show that arm off, he'll do it.
Trip Palmer drops it in. Knight to Palmer. We've called that a couple of times tonight.
Good response here.
58-47. Yeah, that was nice. It's back to 11 points, 4-0 run for the Broncos. 3:15 on the clock. Bullock can't get it to drop. Rebounded by Jaden Knight. Ivans to Knight, back to Ivans, to Neves. Drops it down to Tripp. He didn't draw 3 people, just draw 1. Couldn't get it to drop. Picked up by Cade Johnson. Kicks it out to Bernardino. Man, he shoots from deep and it's no good. Rebounded by Trip Palmer.
Yeah, he doesn't really care where he's at on the court. If he's got an open shot, he's going to take it. And he's knocked a couple of them down today.
Ivans down to Neves. He gets his own rebound and he is fouled by Cade Johnson.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, you just had 2 Broncos sitting wide open underneath the basket there for that rebound. No South Sevier or no North Sevier players, excuse me.
No, they were in North Sevier. They were so far. They were in Monroe rather than Salina.
I guess so. Yeah, they were nowhere to be seen on that rebound.
Jagger Neves will shoot 2. First one off the front, no good. It's the 4th personal foul against Cade Johnson. So the Wolves are getting into foul trouble. There's no doubt about that in the final 2:39 in this region contest.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we haven't had anybody foul out yet. But, yeah, looking at the sheet, I'm sure you got 3-4 guys on there with 4 fouls.
Neves' second free throw is good. 59-47, 12-point lead for the Broncos. I've got Trevor Mangum with 4, Frischneck with 4, Cade Johnson with 4.
Good bucket there from North Sevier, 25.
Yeah, Cade Johnson gets 3.
Another three-pointer, and then there's a turnover there from San Juan. So not done quite yet for the Wolves. If they can turn this over into points here, it's going to make this A little bit interesting here coming down the stretch.
137 seconds on the clock. 2:10. Bernardino dribbling like he has all day, but he's behind by 12 or 9. Wow, Bullock had an opening there, and it goes off his foot. No, out of bounds. Going to be San Juan ball.
Oh.
They're going
to
reconsider. Something happened, but it's going to be North Sevier ball. 2 minutes and 1 second. What happened?
I think kudos to Trent. He called it the other way, and then he just said, that was my bad. I think I got that wrong. I'm going to switch the call. And so he kind of made the change there on the fly, which you don't see that very much. So
yeah, with 2 minutes left, that's a gutsy call.
That is, but, just doing what he thinks is right. So that's good on him.
Frischneck got it in. Cole Duke adds 2 more. Cole's had a great game, and particularly here in the second half, his 7th point.
Yeah, that was a great bucket. All right, what are we calling here?
We're going to confer. They're going to call.
Oh, they're going to call that.
That's a continuation. That's Bernardino. Gets 2 with a chance to make it 3. Is that against Ivans?
Let's see. Yes, that does look like it was against Jake.
So, he can get the 3 the old-fashioned way, too, not just from 40 feet.
So
Bernardino's free throw is good. 61-55, 6-point game here.
San Juan, they really got to make sure they take care of the ball here. Looks like we're going to get some half-court pressure here from the Wolves. Don't give them an easy turnover here to get quick points. Oh, there's the trap by North Sevier. They do a good job, but Jake does a good job splitting it.
Wow, very, very nice. Jake split that trapping defense and found a wide open Trip Palmer going to the basket.
That's the downfall of those trap defenses is you get 2 guys on one. If you can somehow break that, you usually have somebody that's open. And yeah, like you said, Jake did a great job breaking that trap and finding Trip for the easy 2.
Ivans called for another foul. It's his 4th personal foul. It's going to send Bernardino to the line for 2 more.
Man, no matter how good Jake does, he somehow seems to find his way into foul trouble. I haven't really talked about it too much today, but here we are, a minute left, and he's got 4.
He's got his 4. Yeah, he only had 2 30 seconds ago. Bernardino missed his first, made his second. 63-56, 7-point lead, a minute 11 remaining in this. Broncos can take care of the ball. Here comes a trapping full court defense.
Yeah, they're going to extend that to full court. And, oh, man, you got to take care of the ball if you're San Juan. That's the last thing you need to do is.
Bernardino with the ball, and he's walking. And Charlie Taylor says he's walking.
Oh, there's the tee on the coach.
He's going to tee up the coach.
Didn't really agree with the call and let him know.
That's a tough call to make, too, but I think it was the correct call.
Yeah, there was some movement
His
there.
pivot foot moved a couple of times.
I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe the argument for North Sevier is that he got pushed, thinking that there might have been a foul that caused the walk, but.
Going to send Cole Duke to the line.
So, I mean, that's big for San Juan because they had the bad turnover there, but now they get the technical. They get to shoot and maintain possession here, so.
Cole made the first. He's 4 for 7 from the free throw, or 4 for 6. Let's see if it'll be 5 for 7. Oh, it's off the front, no good. That's a good choice, I think, by Easton to send Cole to the line to shoot those free throws.
Yeah, he's been very consistent all year long from the foul line.
Now the Broncos leading by 8. Will inbounds the ball at midcourt. Jaden Knight gets it to Neves.
We're going to try that half-court trap here again. Neves in trouble.
Kate Johnson gets it and flips it up. Fight for the ball. It's going to go out of bounds against San Juan. 48.9 seconds left. Broncos on the defense underneath the North Sevier basket.
That was a good hustle there by North Sevier. I couldn't believe that he saved that from going out of bounds.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be 5 on Jake.
Jake Ivans got his 5th and final personal foul. It's going to send Bernardino to the line.
Looks like we got Baylor Nelson coming back in. First time since we've seen him since the third quarter. Not a bad sub to have to come in.
Yeah. Yeah, what a third quarter for Baylor Nelson. 4 3-pointers right in a row. Incredible. Bernardino's first free throw is up and in. 7-point lead for the Broncos. 48 seconds. It's a great start to the region season, I tell you what. He made them both. Timeout for North Sevier. You're listening to Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.com. We're glad that you're with us.
Get the resources and quality of a big school education and the support of a smaller school at Utah State Blanding. Explore over 70 degree and certificate programs to find your perfect fit and experience personalized learning with small class sizes and dedicated faculty while getting the classic college experience. A Utah State education is affordable too, thanks to competitive tuition and tons of scholarship opportunities. Visit blanding.usu.edu to learn more about becoming an Aggie in Blanding.
Let's talk cancer. Monticello, Utah. If you lived, worked, or attended school in Monticello, Utah from 1941 to 2002 for at least 3 years, you might have a higher cancer risk from uranium tailing exposure. Apply to get a free cancer screening today. One screening could bring peace of mind to you, your friends, and family members, help spread the word, and save a life. Screenings are available for a limited time.
Welcome back. Jaden Knight, triple team is taken there by Brody Bullock, and they're going to call a foul.
I think they got a timeout for Coach Nilsson here.
Oh.
A lot of North Sevier people not happy. That was a pretty quick steal. He must have barely got that timeout off.
So they inbounded the ball, got it to Knight, and he was surrounded by three, and North Sevier ended up with the ball, but a whistle went, and they're going to say that Coach Easton Nilsson for the Broncos called a timeout before that steal.
Yeah, so good timeout by Coach Nilsson. Give him props there. That was great defense by North Sevier.
Wow, what a game here. We're glad that you've joined us. Let's hear it. We have 2 more commercials we need to get to real quick. We'll be right back.
Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage is the Four Corners source for high-quality custom residential and commercial cabinetry for over 50 years. They specialize in designing beautiful, long-lasting cabinetry and countertops tailored to your specific need, and they offer competitive pricing. Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage is family-owned and operated. Call them today for a free quote, 435-678-2523. Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage is a proud sponsor of San Juan High School sports.
Welcome back. Jaden Knight inbounded the ball, got it to Nilsson, who got it back to Jaden, and he's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, North Sevier coming out full court pressure, and it probably has turned into this with 6-point game, 40 seconds left. So Broncos need to just make sure they knock these foul shots down.
He got the first. 65-58, 7-point lead with 42.5 seconds left. We can't breathe yet, but maybe here. He made the first one. The second one is no good. Oh, great hustle by Jagger Neves to get that offensive rebound off the missed free throw.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a foul yet.
Neves to Duke, to Nilsson, to Duke, to Knight. They finally call a foul. Boy, 25 seconds. A lot of time went off the clock on that as the Broncos pass the ball around the perimeter. Finally, Knight is fouled and will shoot 2 more free throws. And that's going to be the 5th and final personal foul against Cade Johnson.
And what a big rebound right there from Tripp, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that saves how much time were they able to eat off the clock. Saves any opportunity for North Sevier to go down and get some additional points. And he's had a lot of those tonight, especially off foul shots. He's been crashing the boards hard. And sometimes those aren't the prettiest things to do in the world, the prettiest stats, but that's what wins you ball games is those hustle plays, those effort plays.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few of them tonight. No doubt about that. Jaden Knight's first free throw.
Oh, man.
It took a full tour of the rim. looked around, stared down the abyss, and decided it did not want to go in. 65-58, a second is up and in. 8-point lead for the Broncos, final 22 seconds remaining in this one. Bullock's three-pointer's no good, rebounded by Neves, and Bullock will get his 5th personal foul out of the game, send Neves to the line for 2. I think we can breathe a sigh of relief as the Broncos, who fell behind early, didn't panic. It was pretty impressive that they fell behind and were able to almost tie it up by the end of the first quarter, but they're going to come away with a region win here.
Yeah, and I think that's the most important thing. Wins don't have to be pretty as long as they're wins. You know, you want to make sure that you chalk up that win in the win column, and San Juan did a really good job today, and really impressed how they came out of the second half as well. I mean, had the struggles in the first half, but they came out on fire there and kind of took care of business in these third and fourth quarters.
Jagger Neves makes them both. He looks like his grandpa Ronnie Neves out there. Neves dribbling, it goes out of bounds. It's going to be North Sevier ball. We're 5.3 seconds, 10-point Bronco lead. We've got another full timeout here. Red Rock 92, StreamUtah.Live. We're so glad that you've joined us. We've got so many sponsors, and these broadcasts would not be possible without their support. They certainly would appreciate your support. They include Bradford Tire at the center of it all at 39 East Center in Blanding. Colleen Kays, author of The 7 Dynamos of Organizational Power. Creative Floors, covering all of San Juan County's carpet and flooring needs. Crowley Construction, dirt work, road work, driveways, and more. For any job, big or small, give them a call. Dependable Auto Repair, Brad Stoddard and his crew will get the job done at Dependable Auto Repair in Monticello. Flights Gymnastics, a proud supporter of local sports and a great start for your kids. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life in the Intermountain West. Napa Motor Parts, get everything you need at their stores in Monticello and Blanding. Pick a Stitch Embroidery and Apparel, offering a wide variety of products, and they can customize them all. Primary Residential Mortgage. San Juan Pharmacy, serving San Juan County and supporting local teams for decades. And Lee Collision Repair and Restoration, the place for top quality auto body and glass service in Blanding. Deep three-pointer at the buzzer by Bernardino is no good, and that's going to end it. San Juan Broncos start the region schedule, which is the only schedule that matters at this point in time.
Yep.
With a big win. We'll come back tomorrow. They will host the Gunnison Bulldogs at 2 o'clock, and we're going to broadcast that game. We will be right here, and glad that you've joined us here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.com. We've got a lot of stats that we want to share with you, and we'll pull them together. But first, let's hear from a couple of our sponsors.
Red Mechanical specializes in commercial and large residential projects, providing our customers in the Four Corners area with reliable mechanical services since 1989. What was once a local plumbing company based in Blanding has now completed projects all over the Four Corners area. Our goal is to provide outstanding service with the right solutions, using the latest technology to extend equipment life and reduce energy costs. Give us a call, come by, or visit redmechanical.com.
Since 2009, Blue Mountain Hospital has set the standard for rural healthcare, bringing excellence in healing, quality care, and inspired staff to San Juan County. We offer the county's only accredited sleep center, compassionate labor and delivery, top-tier emergency care, and flexible dialysis options. At BMH, our comprehensive services are delivered by a passionate team. Visit bmhutah.org to learn more. We can't wait to meet you.
All right. Wow. All right, we are back in the San Juan High School gym. Bobby is going to interview Easton Nilsson.
All right, here with Coach Nilsson. Easton, good win tonight. Things started off a little bit slow for you guys there in the first half, but man, you guys had a resurgence there in the second half. I guess I'm just curious, what was kind of talked about at halftime? What was kind of your guys' emphasis coming out to kind of get that product and that result that we got in the second half?
I mean, yeah, defensively we did a really good job executing our game plan. We held them to 19 points in the first half, 9 of which were free throws. So really, they weren't getting easy looks, which was great. And all we told them is, the thing we control is taking the right shots with the right confidence. I'm a shooter. I believe that shooting is a numbers thing, and if you miss a lot in the first half, then you're going to get hot in the second half. It's just math. It's how it has to go. You just got to believe it's going to go in, keep shooting, and they did fall. They came for us in the second half. Baylor came off the bench and hit some big shots through the stretch of the third quarter, so a lot of good things, but I was proud of how the guys hung in there, given how hard it was to get a bucket in the first half.
Yeah, no, and I'm glad you brought some about Baylor up because I was going to ask you specifically about him, just talking about him and kind of your bench, how they kind of stay ready. I kind of like how every night it's somebody different coming off the bench to help you guys. I guess what helps those guys to stay ready?
Yeah, I mean, we practice well. Baylor, I knew coming into this game. In fact, I told everyone in my personal circle that he's ready to be a killer at the three-point line, and sure enough, he came out tonight. I see it in practice. I've watched how these guys have practiced really since the Penguich game. We've turned it around. And, there's been a lot of really good things that have come since then, and I feel really good about the direction this team's going.
Yeah, for sure. I think you guys got a lot of good momentum coming off that overtime win from Emory. Obviously, a region win here. Maybe what do you guys expect tomorrow out of Gunnison?
They're going to be tough. I mean, I told our coaching staff our message to these guys is we got to worry about our guys. As long as we come out and we execute our game plans, we play our basketball, I really don't care who we play. But that doesn't take away from the fact that everybody we play can be tough when they play well. And so we're ready for battles every night.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, awesome stuff tonight, Easton. We look forward to watching you guys tomorrow. So,
hey, thank you.
Yep, we'll see you.
Thank you to Bronco head coach Easton Nilsson, coming away with a big victory, a great start for the region play, 68-58, 10-point win for the Broncos. Taking a look at some of the statistics, the Broncos were led in scoring by Baylor Nelson, 4 3-pointers in the third quarter. That was incredible. What a stretch and what a fun thing to watch. 14 points by Baylor. Jake Ivins had 12. Tripp Palmer had 12. Cole Duke added 10. Jagger Neves 9. Jaden Knight 7, Cash Palmer 2, George McNaughton 2. So that rounds out the scoring, 68 points for the Broncos. Some of the other statistics, Tripp Palmer led the team with 9 rebounds. Jaden Knight, in addition to 7 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, fills up the stat sheet. Ivins had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Neves, 9 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. And really a well-rounded game and a great win for the Broncos.
Yeah, going through those stats, I really like. I mean, it was just felt like a good team effort and a good team win tonight. It wasn't just one guy, lighting up the scoreboard.
Yeah.
We had a lot of hustle plays from a lot of kids out there, extending possessions for the Broncos, hard-fought rebounds, some good assists, a couple kids getting hot when you needed to, like Baylor, and, So, I mean, that was really just a good overall team win for the Broncos. I think they've got a lot of good momentum going right now, going into region play, which is exciting. So I'm really excited to see how these guys perform tomorrow against Gunnison and then going on the rest of the season.
Yeah, so Gunnison was in Moab tonight, taking on the Grand County Red Devils. We're looking for scores. We don't have anything yet, but we'll know soon enough. And they'll be in this gym, in the Bronco gym, tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the second game of this weekend doubleheader. Region play is hitting strong, and every win counts, and so it was really a good start to the region season for the Broncos, who fell behind 7-0, came roaring back 7-6 at the end of the first quarter, tied up at 19 in the second quarter, and it was really the third quarter that the Broncos started to pull away, outscored the Wolves by 13 in that third quarter, and it held on. They win by 10. Really a nice win for the Broncos. Glad that you've joined us here on Red Rock 92 and StreamUtah.Live. We'll be back tomorrow for another game between the San Juan Broncos and the Gunnison Bulldogs. taking a look at the RPI, which is really the only thing that we have right now. We don't have any common opponents, but North Sevier was ranked a little bit higher than the Broncos, so it's a good win, RPI win for San Juan. And Gunnison's going to be a little bit lower than the Broncos, so the Broncos hope to come out of the weekend with a 2-0 opening to the region play, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and Gunnison, they're coming in. They're 6-4. Depending on what happens tonight over at Moab, but they've had some really good wins on the season, so expect them to come in and play a really tough game tomorrow as well against the San Juan Broncos. So it should be another good challenge for the Broncos.
Yes. Once again, we're glad that you joined us. We've had a lot of help tonight. Caleb Carr, Cortland Lyman, Lane Palmer, doing all the heavy lifting in StreamUtah.Live, and of course Bobby Bowering providing excellent color commentary in this Bronco win. Also, Riley Campbell has helped us with stats today, and we thank him for his help. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate your support, and go Broncos. Great win for San Juan.
High School Hoops is a production of Red Rock 92 Sports and StreamUtah.Live. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Anderson Oliver Title Insurance Agency, Bradford Tire, Blue Mountain Foods, Desert Rivers Credit Union, Colleen K, San Juan School District Adult Education, Primary Residential Mortgage, Energy Fuels, Emory Telcom, Four Corners Homes, San Juan Pharmacy, Utah State University Blanding, Creative Floors, San Juan Counseling, Holiday Construction, Red's Ace Hardware, San Juan Health, Northern Electric, Dependable Auto Repair, Precision Rehab, Red Mechanical, Flights Gymnastics, San Juan School District CTE Programs, Blue Mountain Hospital, Tailor-Made Wooden Heritage and Tailor-Made Monuments, San Juan Public Health, Crowley Construction, Jones and DeMille Engineering, San Juan Mortuary, Napa Motor Parts, Utah Navajo Health System, San Juan Credit Union, and Pick-a-Stitch Embroidery and Apparel. We're the home of live high school sports coverage in southeastern Utah, Classic Hits Radio, Red Rock 92, and StreamUtah.Live.